Hey guys, what's up? I'm Morgan and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining me. I truly appreciate all the love, the company, and all of the new subscribers that have joined this channel, this family. I really appreciate it. Now, you guys, you know I don't like to waste your time, so I'm just going to get right into the topic of today, and that is how can you use product descriptions to convert your sales in your online boutique. If you're interested in that, please keep watching. So this is going to be pretty simple. I break these down into 3 steps. It's a 3-step formula that has been working for me time and time again. Recently, within the last 6 months, I've really updated a lot of my product descriptions on my website, and so far, so good. I've actually been becoming more and more discoverable in search, and that's a big deal for brands and for new boutique owners, is being searchable, having searchable content. It works the same how we are doing right now on YouTube. How you found me. How did you land on this page? How did you land on this YouTube channel? It works the same. You really have to focus in really hard on your products in order to sell those products to a certain person, the person that you are trying to reach. So step number 1 is know what you're selling and be able to identify the goal of that product. Whatever product it is, you need to be able to know what the goal is of actually selling that product to someone. To simplify that, it strictly means, why are you selling it? If you don't know why you're selling something, you really need to go back, dig down deep into some more research, and pull out that answer. Here's a good example of why you are selling something. For instance, if you're selling notebooks or stationery, but to be more specific, I'm just going to go with notebooks. If you're selling a notebook, who are you selling this notebook to? What is this notebook going to do for the person that's going to buy it? Are you selling this notebook to someone who is probably in grade school still? Are you selling it to someone who is in high school? Are you selling it to someone who is in college? Are you selling it to a certain profession? Are these notebooks going to be great for note taking for doctors? Does it come with different layouts inside this notebook? Is it just a 3-ring binder notebook? Does it have a spiraled binding on this notebook? Is it lined paper? Is it plain paper? What is in this notebook? Why are you selling it? Who is going to benefit from buying your notebook? Do you get what I'm saying? You have to be able to identify the goal of your product. For me, I have a swimwear brand. My swimwear brand is very different from a lot of established swimwear brands because I'm coming in as a newcomer. So I have to be able to make searchable content for my brand. And in order to do that, I have to talk to someone directly in order to either find them or for them to find me. So know what you're selling and know the goal of your product is step number 1. Now, step number 2 is definitely going to be the most and the bulk of your work and the most research that you have to do for your product, for each individual product, because as you know, all products are not equal. I can have one notebook that is black and I can have one notebook that is hot pink. I probably won't describe those the same if those 2 notebooks have different reasons for why I'm selling them or who I'm selling it to. So step number 2 is you have to leverage SEO, which is search engine optimization, for more reach within the niche of your product. So what does that mean exactly? It means that you need to formulate your products based on keywords, based on your target audience, based on catchphrases, and specific details. A lot of times, I don't know if you noticed, but I am one of those people that when I go onto websites and I'm interested in buying something, if I click on the product, 9 times out of 10, I'm reading that product description because I want to know what I'm buying before I buy it. I also want to know what the seller is telling me as a customer. Are there things that I need to look out for? Does this product work a certain way? Should I use this product at a certain time of day depending on what type of product it is? But I like to look at the full scope of products before I buy into it, just so that I don't have any complaints later on when I receive my product. So you would think that in everyone's product description, they lay out everything. That is not the case. I go onto websites and I see that they only use what is provided by manufacturers, meaning that they only put the specs, which are the specifications of what the manufacturer has already provided. They'll say If it's a blue t-shirt, it'll say blue t-shirt, 100% cotton, short sleeve, and that's it. It won't say if it's hand stitched. It won't say if I should wash this t-shirt in cold water. It won't say if I should tumble dry or air dry this product. There's a lot of details that go into the product description. Also, with the same example of using a blue t-shirt, they won't even have the description in like a sentence type format or a paragraph format for me to understand as a buyer, why should I really be buying this? Let me know what you feel as a seller on why your customer should be buying it. So when I say keywords, I mean your product title, the title of your product. When it comes to fashion brands, a lot of times this kind of goes out the window, and I completely understand this. So a lot of people will name their products. So you might have that blue t-shirt called the Marcy Tee or Brooklyn Tee or whatever, but that is it. So that title, you really need to understand that that is your SEO search term, okay? So you might not pop into search for someone saying the Marcy Tee or the Marcy t-shirt if they don't know that's the name of the product, if they're not specifically searching for that product, unless you have an established brand and that brand is obviously known for the Marcy t-shirt. Another thing, the reason why I keep stressing the fact on keywords and optimizing your pages and your products for SEO and being searchable is because when you are a new brand, you're competing in whatever niche that you enter into with the more established brands that have that authority within that SEO search rank. So when you go on Google and you type in your favorite brands and they pop up at the top of that search, it's because they have authority within that niche and people are looking for them all the time, or they get a lot of traffic all the time. Another reason why I keep stressing with the SEO and the keywords and really optimizing that product description is because established brands do not have to go out and actually find customers. You know, they get natural search just from posting anything because we already know who they are. But for a new brand, if you optimize your products, become more searchable, you will start ranking in those Google search terms. You will also start ranking across social media platforms, and you'll become more discoverable because you are specifically targeting someone with your keywords when it comes to product descriptions. So as an example, when I say use specific details, when you're leveraging the SEO aspect of your product description, it would be beneficial to say something like the Marcy short sleeve t-shirt made in the USA, something like that. That's very searchable. It's something that is going to capture someone's attention, that instead of just putting blue t-shirt, you know, that's not what's going to happen. So even if you just label the product title, the Marcy t-shirt, within your description box, you should put something along the lines of, this t-shirt is made for someone who is probably easygoing, someone who loves to just throw on something. You have to really talk about it. I'm not going to go too much into like sentences and phrases, but talk to the person that you feel is going to be buying that product. Catchphrases, specific details to make it searchable. Those things really play a huge part into discovering your product. So that is step number 2, is leverage that SEO. And in number 3, this is what I like to call tunnel vision for your customer. When it comes to customers, you have to be, again, very precise, and you also have to make things a lot more simplified. For me, when it comes to this part, having tunnel vision with my customers, I actually appreciate that I know my customer, and that's because I spend a lot of time really defining my target audience within my own brand. So that way I know how to reach that person. And again, you guys hear me talk about this on my channel, especially if you've been following this channel for a while. You know I stress target audience, and that's how you're going to be able to generate more sales, especially as a new boutique owner. So when it comes to tunnel vision, this is what I mean when I say talk to your customer. Talk to them how I'm talking to you right now. I'm talking to you as if you probably are very new to product descriptions and writing product descriptions for your products on your website. I'm talking to you in a tone of more of someone who's educating you on how to write your product descriptions, how to leverage your products, how to sell more products, how to reach a certain person, that's how I'm talking to you, because that's how this video is arranged. It's arranged so that I can tell you about something that you probably do not know about. And if you do know about it, you probably haven't been really paying too much attention to it. So when it comes to your product and your brand, you have to talk to your customer how you would talk to someone that you're trying to sell to. Don't talk to them in a tone that is not relatable to them. So if you're selling fun, cute clothing, trendy clothing, talk to them like the young crowd that you are trying to reach. There's no point of trying to make your product super upscale in terms of language if your audience is someone who is probably fresh out of high school, someone who is fresh into college. That type of age demographic has a certain way of talking, a certain way of communicating. And so you have to be able to talk to them in that tone. So when I say tunnel vision with your customers, it means talk to your customers within those product descriptions. For example, with my own brand, I just released some new denim that is in my shop for the spring and summer. But with my denim, I made it kind of cool. I made it a little bit more fun to read the product description. So I added something in the product description that says assembly required. And underneath assembly required, it basically says, okay, girls, you're going to have to zip these pants up. You're going to have to button them up. You're going to have to wear these to the beach a few times. You know, you're probably not going to want to take them off because they're that cool. But you have to be able to zip them up. You might even have to wiggle into these jeans, but you can see where I'm going. I said assembly required, and then I told them how to assemble the pants by how they need to put them on and wear them and where they should wear them too. So that's just something I do for my brand. It's pretty fun. I've got a lot of eyes on my denim. I've been selling denim for the past 4 days since they've been out, and it's been working because I'm talking to them how I would talk to someone if I want to sell some jeans for my particular brand. So that's what I mean by talking to your customer in the tone of your brand. This is where you glamorize your product. This is where you really fulfill your customers' needs and the goal of selling your product. The goal of my denim is to get somebody to wear them, take pictures in them, go to the beach, go to a beach party, go to a pool party, a bonfire. That's the goal of my denim. I advertise my denim in the form of beach wear and beach attire because I have a swimwear brand. So when I'm introducing something, it has to go hand in hand with the product that I really already cater to my audience for, which is swimwear. So you can kind of see what I mean by tunnel vision. Talk to your customers. Also, the next thing and the last thing I want to tell you guys about, which is kind of a bonus, is when you're leveraging your products and you're writing these product descriptions and you want to take something from your website to your social media accounts, mainly Instagram, you want to do the same thing. When you are talking about a product, even if it's a customer in a photo or a customer appreciation type post where your customer is wearing the product and you post that customer in that product, I said product a lot, but whatever. Make sure that you're doing the same things in terms of your captions and using small keywords on Instagram, and then using those hashtags as well, so you are even more searchable, and then you are searchable still from Instagram to Google, because those type of things still pop up. Your Instagram account, topics and descriptions and all that stuff, it pops up on Google. So the more that you can become searchable, the more that your content is more discoverable, the more eyes are going to land on your website, the more traffic you're going to get on your website, and in turn that is going to convert into sales from new customers and from old customers who are like, oh my god, they're really stepping it up, so I should really keep on buying into this brand. So that's it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoy this content. I hope you guys liked this topic of product descriptions. I hope this helped you out a lot. Please let me know in the comment section below if you have issues with your product descriptions. Let me know what niche you're in. Let me know what you're selling. You can even list your website if you want. If somebody lands in my comment section, you never know who's going to see it. So be sure to, promote your products. I don't care if you do that. I don't think it's spam at all. So do that, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Peace. Bye.